Welcome to Ciclomanias online tutorials, and it's my pleasure to walk you through the process of putting together one of our best sellers, especially for Valentine's Day, which is the hearts photo frame, and to capture a fun memory or one of your romantic times together with your loved ones. So let's get started. When you purchase your do-it-yourself kit, you notice that you have two packages. One which is the set of instructions, and the second is how the frame will look like at the end. And if you don't have the do-it-yourself kit yet, you can always purchase online. In the description box we have more information about it. If not, you can just go to ciclomanias.com and you will find the link for the do-it-yourself kits options that we have available. So the first step that I will recommend you to do is, beside getting familiar with all the shapes, that indicates also the number of pieces that each different shape has, I also will ask you to have at hand glue, just regular white glue, and also a small brush. This will help you to put together the pieces, and that will be kind of the first step. And then so we are going to start with the pieces that are smaller, in this case letter D, which are 4 circumferences, and each of these circumferences are actually where the big hearts are. So we have two different types of hearts, the letter E and the letter H. So we're gonna start with the ones that are a little bit more chubby. And how I usually put it is just one on the back and then the one that is on top of that. So it's like just to give that 3D effect. So something like this. And you just display it like this. And then just glue. So once you have these 4, we just leave it on the side, and now we glue together where is F, which is more like the butterfly, and the center and decoration of the center. Once you have these 2 pieces, we just put it on the side, and we put sets of 2 of the small hearts. And then you have your 4 sets already glued. So we put it again on the side. And then we have these 2, which is K and J. And J has a wire already, because this is to these frames are to hang on the wall. So you have something like this just for the back. And we make sure that the one that has the wire goes on the top. Make sure you press. It's all glue like this. Okay, so at this point we already glued pretty much all the stuff that are gonna be on top of our frame, which are the hearts, the 2 different types, and also the butterfly, and the little pieces that are all that we put all together. So now we're going to work with the actual frame, and the 3D effect that we also get is with all these miscellaneous pieces that we're gonna put together. And that is actually one of my favorite parts. So let's start. So we put those little pieces that we already glued together on the back, and we start putting actually gluing together our frame. So the frame is integrated by 3 main pieces. So this is our A one, and then we have B, and then C. So what we're gonna do here is just to glue first the letter B on top of C. So we just put glue. And now we're gonna put the actual frame, the A. But how we're gonna glue together is we put glue here on piece B. And make sure that this line actually aligns with this line, like this. Press. Make sure it's aligned here, here, here. So it'll be. So PC actually covers what the frame letter A is. So it will look something like this. And now we're gonna start putting all our miscellaneous pieces together. So my recommendation is to start putting just one first layer with all the longest or miscellaneous pieces that are a little bit longer. So you must have about 20 little pieces like this, and make sure the ones that are a little bit long, you start putting those first. Doesn't have to cover the whole area, but particularly the corners. So make sure that the corners are somehow has some miscellaneous pieces there. Something like this. And then we glue. And now that you've finished with the first layer, the second, it should be more like putting like the bridge between 2 different pieces that you put on the bottom, something like this. And there is really not a rule here, so it's totally up to your creativity and how you would like this to look like. And actually, if you're fine with the first layer, it's actually up to you to just leave it like that. I like having different layers because it actually make it more like, helps you to give that 3D effect dimension at the end. So that's why I like it. And actually the other thing is, you may ask, why are all these random shapes are coming from? And all these pieces actually are upcycled pieces that has been left over from other do-it-yourself kits that we have as well. So from the templates we reuse, so there is no waste, and we're totally congruent with what we push here. So there is really no waste in any piece that you are actually purchasing from our store. So that's it. So once you finish that, then we can start putting what we already pre-glue, which is this, the corners. Then we put these two sets of hearts and the butterflies, like this. And of course, that is if you want to follow the exact pattern that I have here and that you have actually in your cover. But it's totally up to you, right? To decorate the way you want it. This is just a suggestion. So make sure all the pieces are glued, and then we can just turn it back, and then you put these on the center. If you have a ruler, it will be good. So you have exactly in the middle this square. Something like this. And so it should be all be ready. And you have your picture frame. So I hope you enjoy putting together your photo frame. And if you have any comments or any feedback, please feel free to share in the comments box. And if you haven't purchased yet your do-it-yourself kit, we have also the link there directed to our online shop. And we'll be happy also if you can share your art and hashtag us using Ciclomanias. And thank you so much for watching.